Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello, Warriors. Welcome to your weekly edition of Worrying, Sniping, Fretting to help you help us get through the week. I'm Hayley Ellis. He is Barry Dodds.
Hi.
Does my voice sound like it's breaking?
You're croaky. You're a little bit croaky.
Oh. Do you know what it is?
Go on.
I went to watch Take That the other night.
Oh, right, okay.
Obviously, big fan of the work since I was 15.
Right.
So I was singing along a lot to the songs. I mean, and I've got a cold, but I was singing along to Sure.
What was it like? How was that twat Mark Owen doing? Still got beef with him?
Why? Because
that girl who left me at school because she wanted to commit herself to being with Mark Owen.
Well, she was actually there last night watching him. Just saying how happy they were. They've never been happier.
She would have just been watching if she had a way, I tell you. She was anyway.
He's looking good now because he looked a bit like he'd been living on the streets for a bit, but now he did.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, but now he's had a shave, and do you know, like when those videos where they take someone, they do like a barber comes in, they do them all up. Looks like he's had that done.
Right. Okay.
They were brilliant. Like they're so good. Like they know how to put on a show. Right, it's just fantastic, like the spectacle. What I wanted to talk to you about is, right, and I know I'm getting old, so I don't want to sound like a nana, but there was these girls next to us, I'd say similar age maybe about, and some were younger than me, and they were filming throughout the whole thing, but not Take That. They were filming themselves watching Take That.
Yeah, I've noticed this becoming...
I get the odd clip, oh, here's me enjoying Never Forget or whatever. I get that.
Yeah.
But it was constant.
I saw someone when I went to see OMD the other month. Some guy who was in the front row and he had his phone and he turned himself round so his back was to the stage and started doing a selfie trying to get Andy McCluskey in the background in his selfie of himself that he was doing, and he was playing and it's like, mate, there's like 3,000 people can see you doing this at the front of the stage.
I don't mind that though, because at least they're in the photo.
Yeah, but when he was fanning around Andy McCluskey, he walked past him, took his hand off his base and slapped him on the head.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it's very funny.
He's probably got a claim in progress now.
Have you been twatted by an 80s celebrity? Call now.
But yeah, but it was very good. No Lulu. She's locked up again in the vat for another year.
I thought you were going to say she's locked up in the van.
Yeah, the
vat. Oh dear. Did you not think it's missing something since Robbie left?
No. And I love Robbie. I loved Robbie when he was in Take That. But Robbie's just he's very Robbie. It's a Robbie show, isn't it? He's wonderful. I've seen them both. I've seen Take That loads. I've seen Take That maybe 6 or 7 times, and I've seen Robbie.
Did you see Robbie on his last big tour where Erasure was supporting?
No.
Obviously, I've seen that show. And Jesus Christ, what an introduction he gives himself. His introduction onto the stage is honestly 11 minutes long. And it has the audience singing along to God Save Our Robbie. And it's really funny, all the words on the screen and everything, but it's a lot of build-up for a bloke from Stoke-on-Trent.
Hey, also, Ollie Murs supported Take That.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say, never found him attractive. Oh, he's a very attractive man. And what he does this very clever thing in his set. Right, this will really make you laugh. So, in the middle of his set, he puts up a number on the screen behind him. Call Ollie on, and then a phone number. Straight away, he phones out. A sea of 10,000 women getting the phone out, trying to unlock it. never seen so many phones come out the bag so quickly.
Why don't, like, when they get sick of people filming it, all these pop stars and everything, on their big video screens behind them, why don't they just put a QR code up so when everyone holds a phone up to video it, it just links them directly to some undesirable website? That'd put an end to it.
Well, Ollie, don't you think this is clever? So you ring the number and it's like, "Hi, yeah, it's Ollie Murs." Like he's leaving you a voicemail. Like you got his voicemail. I'm busy on tour. We'll take that at the minute, but I'll send you a text. You can sign up to my mailing list, and then you get a text message.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, he's still not. My mate was like, he's still not replied. I'm like, nothing. No, he's off stage now. There's nothing. There's been nothing. But I just thought, how clever. Or he's on there, hip thrusting and grinding. His number pops up, and I've never seen so many people rushed for the phone.
I obviously, as a male in his 40s, have to think that Ollie Murs is a twat. Because
no, you don't. He's a very lovely, accessible man.
This is hard to admit. He, you know how when you have a breakup, you have a breakup song.
Yeah.
He did my last big breakup song.
I think he's old enough. Oh, he's 40 now, though. Go on, what was it?
Dear Darling.
Oh, yeah, he sung that.
Darling.
Oh, if I would have known that hurt, yeah, I would have rung up and held the phone up as he was singing it.
Just listen back to yourself for a second there. Just listen back to it. If I'd known that hurt you, I would have rang you.
Just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. Right. I thought you could say your last big breakup song, because you're getting on now, would have been something like Green Sleeves or something.
Is that your classical reference of choice?
I can't think of anything else. I'm unwell. I want to talking about song lyrics. I want to go into this. We mentioned on last week's episode. You said you didn't know Khaleesi's song "Milkshake" was apparently about handjobs. I don't know if that is. This is what Barry's telling me.
It is honestly. I was as shocked as anyone, but I think a lot of people are shocked by that. But a lot of people are so shocked that other people didn't know. Because it's like, how much more obvious could you make it? And I suppose I've got a point.
Well, we've had a few emails in because we asked you to get in touch if you knew of a song lyric that was about something else. And Charlotte messaged us in. Hi, Hayley and Barry. Not sure if this is common knowledge, but the Pina Colada song by Jimmy Buffett. Do you know that one? I like Pina Colada.
Jimmy Buffett?
How'd you say his name?
I don't know. Jimmy Buffett? Really?
Buffet.
Jimmy Buffett?
It's like a name that you'd give your mate on a stag do.
Yeah. Oh, here he is, fucking Jimmy Buffett.
Straight in there to the cake, skipping the main meals.
Oh, come on, lads, let's go. Right, all you can eat opens in 5.
Anyway, do you know that song? I like Pina Colada. Well, apparently it's about a guy putting a Lonely Hearts advert out in order to cheat on his wife because the spark has gone from the marriage. And when he goes to meet the woman who answered his ad, it turns out to be his wife, who was also trying to cheat on him too.
Now, you see, lovely song. That should have been my breakup song. It's got more in common than with fucking Ollie Moore's Dear Darling, I tell you.
Can I just say, Charlotte said as well, not sure if it's sweet or weird, fun song though. Also, thanks for the pod. It's helping me through night feeds with our new baby boy. Congratulations, Charlotte.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, and well, I hope you're enjoying listening to this at 3 a.m.
And 4 and 5.
I was going to say look out for ghosts there. Look out. 3 a.m. switching hour, and hey, I've started. I will come back to song lyrics in a second, but I fucking spooked myself the other night because I was I couldn't sleep, and I put. I've got this thing called Shudder. Do you know that? It's like Netflix but for horror.
Right.
And every now and again it's got loads of documentaries. I was watching these things about cursed films, and it just recommended this. It just said, new breakthrough, highly acclaimed film from French filmmaker, and it was called Infested. And I was like,
straight away, no, it's making me itch just the title.
spiders.
Oh, no.
Well,
Trigger warning now, Barry, because people do have severe reactions to spiders.
I'm not going to say what's in that, but go watch the trailer for Infested if you want to get an idea of what I went through, because that's why I'm so tired now. I don't think I've slept properly, just constantly checking my hair to see if there's any. But have you ever had a film that's proper scared you? Like, when you were younger, did you have like a scary film?
Not really. I think what scares me, I can't think of anything in particular that of sort of, I couldn't watch that. You know what I mean? It's more the sort of anticipation of something happening when the lights are out and stuff like that. Like you feel a bit scared. But I've never been. I don't think. Not that. I mean, I probably definitely have been scared of films, but I can't remember.
You didn't watch a Freddy when you were younger and
no,
get
I never watched Freddy.
All right. Oh, of course, your mum wouldn't have let you get your hands on any of that,
I was too scared of my mum.
she?
Yeah, yeah. I think I was just I mainly grew up on Grease too. I mean, that was terrifying, to be fair. Can I just say, when Charlotte's talking about night feeds, she's listening to us. When I was, our baby was little, I used to watch, when I get up and do all the night feeds and stuff, I watched that Love is Blind. Have you heard of this?
No.
Oh, Barry, it was... I mean, I've only watched one of the seasons because the baby was born. And I'd watch it throughout the whole night. So basically, it's this...
Blind dating?
Yeah, but oh my God, it's American, so it's dead over the top. And what they do is they talk to like people through basically like a blind date door, but they're in different rooms. And then they by the end of the week, they have to propose to one of the people behind. So they speak to like 6 or 7 different people, or maybe more actually. They propose to one of them. And then they meet them as they're walking down the aisle.
Oh. And what happened?
It was ridiculous. They were talking for like 2 hours and they're like, I think I met the love of my life. And you're like, no, you just like the same film as this woman. It's like insane, but it was so addictive.
And they're both blind.
Patreon. No, they're not blind. They're not actually blind.
Oh, no. Sorry. I thought that was the premise.
What do you think they do? Cure their eyesight when they're at the aisle?
No, I thought they were both walking down the aisle with their dogs. I did, honestly. I'm not making a joke. I think that to me sounds like a premise. It's like Chris McCausland. Have you ever met his missus?
No.
It's really beautiful. And Chris references it. He goes, "She's very beautiful, I'm told." I'm like, yeah, it literally doesn't matter to you. He literally must just love her for her. Literally loves her for her personality, because he's no idea if she's a bit of a shot putter or not. So.
Right, let's crack on with Worries of the Week. Actually, before we do go on to Worries of the Week, just a quick one. Dan sent us a message as well about, this is about back onto song lyrics. Mm-hmm. He said there's a lyric in Stormzy's Vossy Bop that I can't believe gets played uncensored in broad daylight on Radio 1 because it's absolute filth. It goes, I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop, getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots, then I finish with a facial just to top it off. Oh my days.
What? Did they play that on the radio?
Yeah, Radio 1.
But, I mean, technically there's no swearing in there.
Yeah.
But
technically, there's no swearing with a lot of what you said, but it's not appropriate for broadcast.
Yeah, but can you imagine like kids singing that in the playground? Oh my God, Mr. Stormzy, can you clean that up, please? Not like that. The lyrics, just like you
can't tell a grime artist to clean up the lyrics. Excuse me, Mr. 50 Cent. I've got a bit of an issue.
But you didn't get songs like that. Mind you, I'm saying that somebody will probably pull out some songs.
You did get songs like that. Phil Ellis had a whole bit in one of his shows about, and this is a song from the 60s. That one, you better run, girl. You're much too young, girl.
Oh.
And the lyrics to that, he breaks it down in Phil. If you haven't seen Phil Ellis' show, he breaks it down in that, and it's horrendous.
I remember one Christmas being sat at my parents' and there was a black and white film on the telly, and it was some old fella. It just started, and it was proper old school black and white, and it was an old fella, and he was singing a song, and I think the chorus was something like, "Thank goodness for little girls," and it was meant to be a sweet song, and I just sat there and I looked at my mum and just went, "It's not on this in modern times, is it?" And my dad took a right huff. He was like, "Oh, you've got to ruin everything, haven't you? You've got to ruin everything with you." And I was like, "Come on, I can't be the only one who's thinking, check his hard drive."
It comes to something, Barry, when you're the most politically correct in the house. Like, what is going on?
Oh, you should have heard me granda when Emmerdale introduced its first gay characters.
No. Let's do some worries. Have you got any worries of the week this week?
Oh.
I'm fairly. Well, I'm not worry-free. I've always got worries, but nothing that's entertaining.
I've got a bit of a stress. I've got something coming up I'm worried about. Next week, in fact.
What?
Doing a festival.
Oh, no. Is it? Here's the festival checklist. Is it family friendly?
I think so. Yeah.
Right. How long do you have to do?
I'm compare.
That's not too bad. What festival is it?
That's a good point.
So you know it's not one of the big ones. When I was in Lincoln last week doing a tour show, I drove past in Lincoln. They had a big festival called Truck Fest. And it was just thousands of trucks. I drove past it, all with the lights on. And I was like, so when I got there, I was like, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's a massive festival. Like, you have to, like, people would queue around the block to get in. And I just thought, what do they do at Truck Fest?
When you say people, you mean middle-aged men having a breakdown. That's not a family. Let's go look at some trucks.
Oh, look, there's Dave drinking tinnies on a bed in the back with his name in lights.
What's all these rolls of carpet in these lay-bys? I don't ignore them.
What are you doing?
Oh, I mean, I'm probably a bad booking because the name suggests that it's not going to be right for me. It's called Bearded Theory.
Now, is that an indie? Isn't that quite an indie festival? Is it?
I don't know. I mean, for a start, can't grow a beard.
Well, yeah.
Just got
part bearded theory.
I'm going to shave off this soul patch, by the way. It's not annoying anyone anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. No one's reacting to it.
Do you know what they say? Just ignore it. When like your kid does something. I'm looking at bearded theory now. When your kid's behaving badly, just ignore it. I don't recognise. Oh, come on. So the big names.
Oh no.
Right, maybe this is just a sign of my age.
Okay.
But Jane's Addiction, I've heard of them. They were like a band, a metal band.
Okay.
Amel and the Sniffers.
Amel and the Sniffers.
Sounds like a kids program for lads.
Well, Amel is obviously amyl nitrate, and Sniffers, it's basically sniffing poppers. That's what that reference is. Amel and the Sniffers. Okay, that'll be some high energy. I'll probably like them.
This is going to be a lot of people with Dayglow t-shirts on and off the faces because they've got Future Islands. I really like Future Islands, actually. But then you've got Orbital, Ferocious Dog, Punk Rock Factory.
Do you know what? As you're reading these, slip in the name, right? Slip in a made-up one, and I'll see if I can spot it.
I'm going to read 5 now.
Okay.
Bleach Lab.
Beach Lab.
Bleach.
Bleach Lab.
Right, hang on, I'm going to read them out in a row, then you can have a think. Desperate Journalists. Eutonic Febreze. Three Daft Monkeys.
Fuck off.
The Meffs.
The Meffs. Right, you've made up the Meffs.
I haven't. I made up Eutonic Febreze.
There's a band called the Meffs. Fuck me.
I hate festivals. I hate them.
They're tough, aren't they?
Don't get me wrong, I love going to a festival when I'm not gigging at one.
Yeah, it's... I saw the funniest day that I can... If I had to pick a day, the funniest day of my life would be a day at a festival, which would have been... I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Witchwood Festival. At Cheltenham Racecourse was where we were camping over. It was a 3-day festival, and we thought we'd won a hot air balloon ride, and the promoter made a big song and a dance because we'd seen the hot air balloon on site. It was a giant Pym's balloon, right. And he'd made a big deal out of it. He's like, "Look,
what did you win? Just some happy gas?"
They were doing that in the tent next to us. I only worked out what it was a few years later. I was like, oh, that's what that noise was. But there was a big Pym's balloon. The promoter came back and he made a big deal of it because he was just like, oh, look, there's only 2 spaces on the hot air balloon. I can only take one of you up. And we all had to draw cards for it.
Did he not look at the sizes and was like, ooh.
All right. Anyway, I won, right? When we got there, no word of a lie, right? The hot air balloon was tied to the front of a Land Rover, right? That's how high off the ground it went, right? So we were all taking the piss out of the promoter bee, and
it just hovered above a car.
It went up above to about 6 or 7 foot. That's how high you went off the ground in the hot air balloon.
Same size as Peter Crouch.
Basically, yeah. I made the point. I said I could have jumped from the stage we were on last night and been higher than we went in that balloon. But, like, we instantly lost all respect for the hot air balloon and the people organising it and, like, everybody involved with it. And it reached its peak when Phil Ellis climbed into the basket of the hot air balloon, pulled a fag out of his pocket, got the burner, and went, tried lighting a fag on the hot air balloon. You've never seen a man in a Pym's jacket. Get him down! Get him out!
Have you seen that portal thing they've had to shut down?
I fucking love it.
If you're not aware of this, go on Twitter and type in New York to, I think it's Dublin, isn't it? Portal. So they've done this thing where basically, explain it, Barry.
It's like Zoom. Right, but it's a big circular structure thing, and you look at it and there's a camera. It's like a webcam, and one is in the street in New York and one is in the street in Dublin. And I think the idea is they were hoping that people in New York were going to go, "Hey, there's the people in Dublin. Hello, howdy," and the people in Dublin were going to go, "Look at the New York and all that," right?
Never do that accent.
But they've set one up in China as well, and they're all like, your face just went like, no. No, so I think the idea was it was gonna be a nice thing.
It's never gonna be a nice thing. Right. So
it's been going 3 days.
3 days it's been shut down because people have been flashing on there, holding up footage of very inappropriate things on their phones.
I saw the woman getting her tits out in front of it. The bloke in Dublin holding up his phone with a picture of the September the 11th attacks. It was unbelievable what's been going on. It's brought out instead of bringing out the best in people, it's brought out the worst in people.
Do you know what though? They need to do it somewhere. They need to do an experiment, right? They think that was bad. They need to do an experiment like Doncaster at 3 a.m. right? And where else? Middlesbrough, 2 a.m. Right. It'd be amazing. It would be amazing.
I agree. I think this should be. I think it's time that we use the internet for something good, and this is.
Good.
I'm on board with this. The portal idea is brilliant, and the fact that it's genuinely damaging relations between 2 countries, I think it's absolutely remarkable. So that's my worry. Yeah, I'm worried about this festival. I know that they're hard to get people on board. There's often kids knocking around the tent. And even though the parents go, "Oh no, it's fine. We're fine with the language. It's fine. Oh, they hear worse at school." Right, and within 10 minutes, the same parents are scowling at you like, "How dare you say that in front of Guinevere?"
That's one of the national lottery machines. Like, before we sign off on this, I want to do that game again. Right. 3 bands.
Okay.
Which one's fake? Full Flower Moon Band.
Could see that.
Merrill's Streak. Paper Cut Headache.
Right, paper cut headache or bollocks. I'm not having that one.
Right, let me do one. Thank God. Right, that was too shit.
Where did you get that from? Paper cut headache?
I just looked and I've got A4 paper to me. And I've got a little bit of an headache coming on. Right. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to read out a few in a row.
Okay. And
it's too obvious when it's 3.
I've got to guess the fake one, okay.
Yeah. The Winnets.
Straight away, yeah, the
Hang
Winnets.
on.
No, the Winnets. The little fucking dangleberries. The cladnuts.
I haven't finished. Randy Pandy Hand Shandy Band.
The Randy Pandy Handy Shandy Band.
The Randy Pandy Handy Shandy Band.
They're real. They've got to be real. That's gone full circle into being real, I reckon.
Spinster.
Spinster.
And Veeble Vetzer. What we go with?
I think Winnets.
All right, it was the Winnets. Okay.
Randy Andy's Handy Shandy Band. Supported by the Winnets.
Oh. So childish, Hayley, grow up. Let's do some of your worries.
Can someone please start a band called the Winnets? And if you like, you can be the official sponsor. Oh yeah, by the way, Manscaped.
You can do the advert for Manscaped.
No, it's too traumatic. That we can't play that every week. People are getting PTSD of it, screaming.
By the way, my friend Mo genuinely didn't believe that Manscaped was a real business. She thought we'd made it up, like an episode of Black Mirror or something. It's real. They do male grooming products. You can get money off by putting in the code The Warriors. No one has so far.
No. Well, it's the code Warriors, not
Warriors,
the Warriors.
Sorry.
Yeah, come on, Hayley, get on board. Where's your go and put the t-shirt on now.
I'm not putting my t-shirt on that says something about I've shaved my balls today. Right, let's do your worries.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
Right, so this is the part of the show where you can send us your worries. If you have a worry, you'd like, I've got the giggles now.
Because of the Winnets.
Yeah. If you have a worry you'd like us to read out, if you're a Patreon, just DM us. You always take priorities. If, however, you're not, get to the back of the queue. Email us, theworriespodcast@gmail.com. We've had one for ages that I've been sat on. Not been sat on.
Yeah, it's because you're thinking about the Winnets.
Such a horrible word.
Is that the word that you got told when you were little to use?
No, I heard someone. Do you know how I know that word? And it's so gross how I know it. There was a guy I used to work with, and a gay lad, and he said he was on a date, and someone had Winnets, and I didn't know what it was. And he told me, and honestly, awful.
Oh dearie. Oh god. Yeah, I think I was brought up in a world of innocence, because like my mum and dad were just like, well, that's the tiddler, and that's all you'll ever need to know. Like, we literally got told, like she was just like, we don't talk about that sort of thing. That's what that's called forever. And yeah, thank God for school.
The tiddler.
That's your tiddler, and that's what you go for a wee.
Sound like you should be on a register. The tiddler.
A Batman character.
Has he got a DPS?
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to do that.
Right, no. Right, so let's get this
hang
out.
Hang on. What did you have to call bits when you were younger?
My mum gave them the full biological name.
Oh, that's the dirtiest of all the words.
She never. I can't remember. It was I think she called him your rude bits.
Your flower.
Right. Vicky, apologies, we haven't read this out. You sent it in April. Right. Patrons take priority. Barry and Hayley, I hope you are both well. Just thought I would empty my brain of some random thoughts as I do now and again. There's quite a lot on this, so I'm just going to break it down. I'll do one today.
Okay.
I think it's been mentioned before, but the fell over / had a fall conundrum reared its ugly head a couple of weeks ago. I was walking briskly through a very busy Piccadilly Gardens, and I tripped on a raised paving stone and couldn't stop myself landing in a heap. I was embarrassed before I hit the ground. I landed on the feet of a passing man who had no other option but to offer a hand for me to get up. He jokingly checked I had no broken bones, and I was away, assuring him I was fine. The redeeming factor was the homeless man in a nearby doorway laughing at me. As long as people are laughing at you and not crowding round in concern, I class it as falling over and not having an old person fall.
I mean, I know that you're saying you're embarrassed. If that happened to me in Manchester City Centre, I would make sure that everyone knew about it. I'd make such a song and a dance. The Compo claim on that. Manchester City Centre, Piccadilly Gardens. Cha-ching!
Told you when I used to work for that Compo company, didn't I?
Go on.
And the amount of claims that people... But I could only last a few weeks there. I couldn't take the lies of people.
Oh, really? It must be like Vietnam, hearing people's war stories and hamming up their injuries.
I think I've spoke about this before, so apologies, but it was like ridiculous. Me and this lad, I can't remember his name, used to have a right laugh. Me and him used to like find the most ridiculous ones and we'd chat about them. This is long before I did comedy. But it was like people like just people who clearly had an accident themselves. Do you know what I mean? With broken legs, and there'd just be pictures of them because you had to put in evidence, photographic evidence of what they tripped on.
What, doing sad pointy face next to a paving stone?
Loads of them. And you're like, you haven't done that. You haven't got a bandage around your head and your finger and your arm from like tripping on a cone. There was that guy that he was trying to like sue a battery company because he said he put the batteries in his pocket and they leaked and they burnt the tip of his penis. Told you that one.
You've not told me that one.
And another one, this was my all-time favourite, right? In at one, the guy that was walking along the pier or whatever it is, do you know, and he reckons, right, so he's trying to sue a brand of jeans, because he was walking with his hands in his pockets, and the wind apparently swept him up into the sea. And he couldn't get his hands out of his pockets quick enough to break his fall. And he was blaming the jeans for having too small pockets.
I tell you what, it diminishes the achievements of the Wright brothers somewhat, trying all their lives to achieve flight when all it turns out is you need a pair of jeans and a bit of wind and a pier. What fucking lies. Oh,
hey, there's the name of a band, the jeans and the windy pier. Playing at Bearded Theory.
Supported by the Willets and the Meffs.
What I would say, Vicky, is no one cares in Manchester Piccadilly Gardens because there's too much other weird stuff going on down there.
Yo, the spice zombies.
I've seen people have conversations with shoes. Do you know what I mean? They're not looking at you, Vicky. They'll think it's a piece of like performance art and probably throw 50p on the pavement.
No, you're fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Although if they'd set up one of those portal things, you'd have a load of Americans giving it.
No, the Americans would be like genuinely concerned. They
oh my
be like,
God, is she okay? Is she okay?
Oh my God, jeez.
In the meanwhile, on the other side, some bloke from Bolton's sticking his arse on the glass.
So I've really got the giggles today and I can't, my throat's killing me. Oh, God. Listen, don't worry, Vicky. That's the end of this week's episode.
Yeah.
If you have a worry you'd like us to answer in 4 months' time, get involved.
Or song lyrics.
Song lyrics.
or if there does have to be an element of trust in this, in that if you want to email in to Hayley some bands to read, you'll have to do you'll have to do it on
Instagram where Barry doesn't look, as in my Instagram. So if you're on Instagram at Hales_Ellis, send me a direct message with your made up band name and I'll read them out to Barry next week's episode.
Yeah.
And real band names that sound made up.
Yeah, so do exactly what Hayley did. Send 5 with a fake one. Make sure you tell her which one's the fake one, because some of it, as is proven, it can be quite hard to identify. And we'll have a game. I'll make a jingle for it, because we've got a bit of my mate Dave's taught me how to make jingles with AI, so I'll make a jingle for it.
Real band or fake band? That's coming soon.
Yeah,
on the show. We haven't done Hayley and Barry tell. Oh, we'll do it next week. But our new features lasted 2 weeks.
Oh, what? Tell a fact? Yeah. We've dropped Operation Skinny Bitch, haven't we? Oh, do you know what? In fact, no. This is annoying me. Right, let me go and do a quick weigh in. We did the Addams Family. Right, here we go. Obviously, I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to.
Well, I've just gone back to see what you've sent me in the past, and you have. What have you? Have you just sent me it? Oh, you have. You've lost nearly half a stone.
Yeah.
How have you been? How have you done that?
Been watching what I eat.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Half a stone. Has that annoyed you?
Yeah, it has really annoyed me.
I can see it has. I can see.
I'm really annoyed now. Right.
Right. Bye.
Bye. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.